Come say hi. This is Storm, who is a foster kitty. Can you say hi? There we are. So, I've been thinking a lot about our, we continually have been going back again and again about self-worth, about how a lot of us feel like we have to prove ourselves, earn our love, and the thing that's been coming to mind for me is, isn't it interesting? Like if you said to like this kitty, well, what have you done to earn your place in the world? What have you done to earn your place in the world? Huh? What have you done? Or like, what has a squirrel done to earn his place in the world? Or a woodpecker or whatever, right? Why do we layer this need for us to earn our place in the world when we would never layer that kind of thing onto like this little cute face? His little shoulders don't need that kind of weight on them, right? Right, Storm? All right, let me go put this guy down. So coming to your mat, take a nice easy stance, feeling yourself rooting down, okay? Just dropping in, we're shifting gears. We've been in Agya, Chakra, for a long time, and now we're shifting into Sahasrara, which is the 1,000-petal lotus. The 1,000-petal lotus. Okay? So feel yourself dropping down here. And, as I was thinking about class and, bringing Storm in and just asking ourselves this question, because when we feel like we constantly need to earn our right to be here, feeling the feet root down into the earth, really grounding down through the heels, grounding down through the balls of the feet, the palms shine forward. When we always have this tension of I need to earn love, I need to earn my self-worth, I need to prove that it's okay for me to take up space. That at our very foundation knocks us off center. So breathing here in your Tadasana, closing the eyes, rolling the eyes up and in, and just take stock. Feel into the body. Nice big belly breath and exhale it out. And then inhale those arms out and up. Nice, easy, hi Karma. Nice, easy Surya Namaskar breath. Reaching it up and exhale, bring it down. So breathing into your easy sun salute breath. Inhaling it up, exhaling it down, and just allowing yourself to be. The more that we can settle into this foundation, remember we talked about the field of avidya, reaching up, lifting up, and then arch it over. Avidya in Sanskrit means ignorance. So many of us, inhale, lift up, and exhale it over. So many of us are planted in the field of avidya. We're like gardeners or farmers in this field of ignorance. Reaching it up, and exhale, dive down. And we go around in our lives and we are always looking for the problems. Remember how we talked about that? Head hangs heavy, arms hang heavy in a gentle sway. just back and forth. So we're always looking for the problems. What's broken? You know, what do I need to fix? What do I need to get better at? And this gives us a sense of accomplishment. It gives us a sense of focus. It gives us a sense of forward momentum. Right? But the foundation is that, one, this belief that we're not enough. Two, that we're broken, that we're fragmented, that we need fixing. We need to be bigger, better, stronger, thinner, richer. Head hangs heavy. Soften those knees as much as you need to. Inhale, arch up halfway, flat back. So that, at its heart, you know, we're in the wrong field. We're working so hard, pulling weeds, planting seeds, doing all of this work. But we're in the field of ignorance. We're in the wrong field. And inhale those arms all the way up, reach up. And that's why, you know, if you have pets, or, you know, you can look out the window and look at a squirrel, hands together down the midline. And you say, they don't need to prove their worth. They don't need to go on a diet or earn more money or whatever. You know, all these things we layer onto ourselves. Exhale, dive down. So if we can take ourselves out of that field of ignorance, inhale, arch up halfway, flat back. We can let go of all of that busy work. Exhale it down. And inhale, reach up. And then we can free up this energy. Reach it up, stretch it up, lift it up. And arch over. We can free up this energy to serve our lives in a much deeper, more resonant way. Inhale, lift up. Exhale, other direction. Inhale, lift up. Come up onto the balls of the feet. Good focused gaze. Breathe in here. And then settle those heels down and sit down into your Utkatasana. Lightning bolt pose. Heels are heavy. Arms are up. And again, straighten those legs. Inhale up onto the balls of the feet. Good focused gaze. Good balance. Feel yourself reaching up, lifting up. And exhale, settle it down. Utkatasana. Breathing here. Heavy heels, lighten the toes. Last time. Inhale, reach it up, lift it up. And exhale, sit down. And then lift up, open the heart, widen the feet, and come on down. Forward fold, hanging out. Breathe in here. Maybe a gentle sway from side to side. So there are a few Sanskrit phrases that really align beautifully with our crown center, the 1,000-petal lotus. And the 1,000-petal lotus, breathing here in your forward fold, soften those knees as much as feels good, so you can really allow the belly to melt down onto the thighs. Inhale, arch up halfway, flat back. And exhale, release. So the 1,000-petal lotus, and the 1,000 petals, step that right leg back, symbolizes infinity. Because this is our Brahma point, the crown. It's where the divine cord comes out of the top of the head. It's our connection to the cosmos, connection to infinity, connection to the divine. Breathing. And I always invite you to substitute language that resonates with you, that aligns with your belief in whether you use spirit or source or God or Muhammad, Buddha. Let the hips release down heavy. Knee is down on the mat. Remember, you can always pad that right knee. Set the hips back. Folding over that front leg, folding over the left leg. The toes stay down, stretching out the top of the foot and the shin. And inhale forward. So the two phrases that go beautifully with this chakra are Sat, Chit, Ananda. Sat being the root of Satya. Satya is truth, right? Chit is our consciousness, our mind. And Ananda is bliss. Remember Anandamaya Kosha, our bliss body? Anandamaya Kosha. Sat, Chit, Ananda. And that's what this is about. This is, getting out of the field of ignorance. Inhaling it forward. And exhale it back. Inhale forward. And coming up into your low Anjaneyasana, low crescent. And if this is at all crunchy on your knee, you can always put a blanket under the knee. You can also curl the toes under and come into high crescent if that suits your body better. Listen to the body. So this whole practice, yoga, remember we talked about it on Monday? Set those hips back, toes reach back. Yoga, yuj, is to yoke, to unify. Inhale it forward. And we typically think about unifying the mind and the body. Curl the toes under, pour energy down that right leg. Shoulders down the back. And let's bring our right ear towards our right shoulder, stretching out the scalenes on the left. Inhale through center, left ear towards the left shoulder. And then ground those hands and step it back. But this unity is also, the broader, bigger unity is about unifying us with the universal consciousness. Recognizing that we're so much more than this individual self. Connecting more and more to our true self, our eternal self, our soul. Breathing here, tailbone rises up and the head hangs heavy. That's what Sahasrara is all about, that point of unity. Connecting to our truth. Another breath. And glide forward, plank pose. The other Sanskrit phrase is Brahma Stiti Chetana. Brahma Stiti Chetana. And that also is about, come on down, knees, chest, chin, is about the individual merging with the cosmos. Brahma Stiti Chetana. And just swim yourself around here in your cobra. So whatever your belief system is, feeling that connection to being more than just this individual self. Feeling that connection to the divine, to the universe, to the quantum realm. Whatever speaks to your heart, whatever feels most resonant and true. Exhale, nose comes down. And inhale, lift. Exhale down. connecting to our truth in order to find our bliss. Plugging those hands in and having the foundation of that truth. Reaching the hands forward, curling the toes under. Having the foundation of that truth be that you do not need to earn love. You do not need to earn your space in the world. Plugging the hands in, curl the toes, lift the hips. You are deserving of love. You are deserving of respect. Just by being. Just by being just as you are. Rolling the head on the neck. And if this is really hard for you to internalize, if there's a part of you that's like, no, I don't believe it. You know what the beauty of that is? Glide forward. Is it means that this is something for you to do some work on. Because as long as you believe that you're not enough as you are, you're always going to be dancing at the, as a puppet with someone else pulling the strings. Breathing here in your Dandasana. And I think all of us want to be, the masters of our own fates, right? In the driver's seat. Breathing here, letting the heat build in the belly. Another breath. And then lift those hips up. Plug the hands in. Head hangs heavy. Sat, Chit, Ananda. Stepping our right foot forward. Breathing here. Pouring energy down that left leg. Shoulders down the back. Right ear towards the right shoulder. Stretching out the side of the neck. Left ear towards the left shoulder. Drop the knee down. And that can be your affirmation. Sat, Chit, Ananda. Hips just release down. And then set those hips back, toes stay down on the right. Another phrase you can use, and I was reading Carol's book yesterday. I don't know if Carol is here. Carol wrote a great book called Teaching with Light. I met Carol here on Insight Timer, which was super fun. Inhale it forward, knee over ankle. And she included a quote in her book, which is, follow your bliss. Follow your bliss. Bringing the toes back, heavy heel folding over that right leg. Breathing. And then inhale it forward. Right? Follow your bliss. Sat, Chit, Ananda. Because following your bliss, it has to be true to you. Exhale it back, toes rise up. Breathing into the back of the leg. Having the clarity of consciousness to recognize your truth, to follow your bliss. Sat, Chit, Ananda. Inhale it forward. Curl the toes under. Breathing here. And I think that all of us would agree of feeling like, the need to pressure ourselves. Ground those hands. Step it back. Oh, I forgot to bring us up into Anjaneyasana. Sorry. Bring the right foot forward again. Hands frame the foot. Knee can come down. And then lift it up. So I think all of us can agree that feeling the pressure to lose another 5 pounds is not us following our bliss. Right? Oh, that's the external voices of how we should be, what we should look like. Breathing. Hands frame the foot. Curl the toes under. Step it back. Down dog. Walk your dog out. Tailbone rises up and the head hangs heavy. Roll that on the neck. closing the eyes, go inside and ask yourself, what does my bliss look like? When have I felt most joyful, most blissful? Release that head, release the neck. Another breath. And then float that right leg back and up. Ooh, I just kicked my bookshelf. Roll the foot on the ankle. When did you feel most joyful, most blissful? Asking yourself the question. We use a lot of appreciative inquiry in my classes. I'm a big fan of appreciative inquiry. Opening the heart. Breathing. Really feel yourself opening up. And if, you pull a blank, like, I can't remember, that's okay. Don't get down on yourself or get all chirpy in your brain. Ground down into that right leg and float up into your Vera 3. Arms go back like airplane wings. Another breath. And then float it up. Bring the knee into the chest. Good balance. Oh, I'm doing good on the right side. Y'all know what it's going to be like on the left side for me. Shoulders down the back. And then step it back. Vera 1. Open it up. Open it up. Breathing here. Sat, Chit, Ananda. What does your bliss look like? So if you're in place, straighten that leg. Long edges of the feet parallel to long edges of the mat. Where you're just not coming up with anything. That's very often how I am. Like if you, I'm like a deer in the headlights. Like you ask me a question, my eyes get real big. I'm like, I don't know. That's okay. Just ask yourself a question off the mat. Just say, I'm going to pay attention to when I feel those little flashes of joy, when I feel that bliss. Breathing down, clasping the hands behind the hips, roll the shoulders down, open the heart. Breathing. Another breath. And then come off, bend the knees, release your clasp. Step off onto that right foot, both hands come down. Now, if you have blocks, it'd be sweet maybe to put your hands on blocks if you need some height, right? Otherwise, you can bring the hands down into your standing split. Folding over that leg, lift the left leg up. Another breath. Bend that knee, step it back. Vera 1. Lift it up. Breathe here. Breathe into the back bend. Breathe into the kidneys and adrenals, which are at the back body, just above the belt line. And then hands either side of the foot. Come on down. Walk your dog out. And from here, this is our kind of free flow time. You can do anything you'd like. Come into child's pose, lay on your belly, rest here in down dog. If you'd like, you can flow with me through vinyasa. But I invite you to close your eyes and really listen to the body. We've been talking a lot about practicing yoga from the inside out. Listening to the body. Having this become more and more intuitive, which is the way that we get the most benefit from our yoga practice. Inhaling up into your Bhujangasana if you're with me. And then come on to the knees. Palms press. Anahatasana. Puppy dog stretch. Right forehead comes down. Maybe if you have a block, putting the block under your forehead so you can really melt the head down if the head doesn't reach all the way to the mat. Breathe, 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 breathe into the palms. And then as you're ready, plugging hands in, curl the toes, and lift the hips down, dog. Head hangs heavy. Roll the head on the neck. So let's do that same flow on the other side. So now it's the left leg that stretches back, reaches back, if you like three-legged dog. Otherwise, just stay in down dog. And then step your left foot forward, coming into Vira 1. Take your time, set your feet. Sat, Chit, Ananda. What is your bliss? When are you most joyful? Breathing here. In your Vira 1, open the heart, shoulders down the back. Another breath. And then step off onto that left foot, going into our Vira 3. Keep the right hip down. It's more work for the left glute. Reach the arms back like airplane wings. And then float on up. I'm cheating. Bring the knee into the chest. Super normal to have one side of the body not be as grounded, not be as great at balance as the other. And then step that foot back. Vira 1. And then long edges of the feet, parallel to long edges of the mat. Clasping the hands behind the back. Roll the shoulders together. Open the heart. Open the rotator cuffs. Breathing here, stretching it out. Another breath. Release your clasp. We did fold forward, didn't we? Didn't we go into pyramid? I can imagine that we would have done that and not folded forward, but I can't remember. Let's fold forward. Glide the left hip back, right hip forward. Taking your hands and putting them on blocks. Another breath. And then, I don't think you did. Yeah, Christine says we don't think we did. Thank you. We need the hive mind in order to keep me on track. Bend that front leg, arms reach up, back into your Vira 1. Now I know we did standing split. Step off onto that left foot and hands come down. Remember to grab your blocks if that helps you. And reach up. Folding into your standing split. Sat, Chit, Ananda. Following my bliss. What does it look like for me to follow my bliss? Step it back. And then let's step that left foot back and let's step the right foot forward. We're going to fold into our pyramid pose on this side since it doesn't look like we did it. So now our long edges of the feet are parallel to the long edges of the mat. My right foot is forward and we're folding into our pyramid. Gliding our right hip back and our left hip forward. Fold over those legs. You can totally grab your blocks. And if you're if you're feeling really super crunchy in the lumbar spine, you can put your hands on your hips. This obviously takes a little bit of balance, or on your thigh. Blocks can be super high. Okay. Soften that right knee just a bit. Breathing. And release. Ground those hands and step it back. Now we're even. Tailbone rises up, head hangs heavy. Sat, Chit, Ananda. Closing the eyes, rolling them up and in. Sambhave Mudra. And asking yourself, what is my truth? What is my bliss? Seeing yourself stepping out of the field of ignorance, avidya. Another breath. And then drop those knees, hands under shoulders. Inhale, lift it up. And exhale. We inhale, lift. Christine, you say we did a split. Exhale. Oh, yeah, I kind of think I know what you mean. I think we're good. Inhale, lift. And exhale, widen those knees. Touch the toes. Sit back. Palms face up. Release back into your child's pose. And feel yourself open here. If you can get your head down onto the mat, brilliant. Otherwise, I invite you to grab a block or some blocks so that you're pressing the third eye onto the block. Eyes are rolled up and in. Connecting with your bliss, connecting with your truth. Breathing here. Opening the heart, opening the mind, opening the throat. Roll the head back and forth, just a gentle kind of wiggle from side to side. Almost like massaging the forehead, having it be on the block or on the mat as you go back and forth and getting into the hips a little bit. Opening up. Plugging the hands into the earth, coming up, bringing the knees together, rolling the soles of the toes onto the earth, reaching back, catching the pads of the feet, pads of the pinky toes, lightly holding the soles of the feet and lift into rabbit. In rabbit pose, the top of the head is so incredibly light. And breathe here into the crown, feeling that gentle pressure, opening the heart, Sat Chit Ananda, following your bliss, knowing that there's nothing here to prove. There's no need to earn love. You deserve love just as you are. Rolling it back. And come on up. And take an easy seat. And then the legs go wide into your wide-legged fold. So here, definitely great to have your blocks nearby. So I always go put my fingers behind me and lift up and roll the pelvis forward. Okay. And here it can be really nice to have the blocks stacked as you kind of come down forward into your forward fold. And see if you can get your forehead onto the block. And I often angle the blocks, which means you kind of have to hold on to them because otherwise they'll fall. So that the connection to the forehead is really snuggly and sweet. Breathing, rolling open the feet, wiggling the toes. And breathe here, closing the eyes, going up inside. Inhaling. Exhaling. Inhaling. Exhaling. the sole of the right foot into the inside of the left leg, and just open the heart, lightly press into the left leg, so you're really turning the torso to the right. The right arm reaches up, and then you fold over. Breathe in here into that side waist. You're really going to feel it in the obliques. Closing the eyes, rolling them up and in, connecting with Agya Chakra, the third eye, and seeing with the eyes closed, seeing your truth. What is my truth? What is my bliss? Sat, Chit, Ananda. And float it up. And turn both hands so that they frame the knee. And just dolphin that nose down, bringing the chin in towards the chest, and then lift the nose up. Exhale. So it's as if you're drawing a big circle with the nose. We inhale it up and we exhale it down. And inhale up. And then the right hand to the side of, the left hand to the side of the right knee, and just gently twist it open. Another breath. And then release. Soles of the feet together. Knees fall open. Baddha Konasana. And it can be really helpful in your Baddha Konasana to reach back and grab your chunky bits. Get them out of the way so that the sits bones, ischial tuberosities. I love that. Ischial tuberosities. Ground down into the earth. Elbows can go onto the inside of the legs, just gently dropping those knees open as you fold forward. Breathing here, right? Breathing, breathing, breathing. Another breath. And then let's bring that right leg out. Sole of the left foot into the thigh. Again, make sure that your glutes are out of the way. That'll help you draw the spine up. When your glutes are out of, in the way, you kind of go like this. Okay, so we want to be tall. And then we're going to put our left hand onto possibly our shin or on the side of the thigh. Okay, and we're really twisting so that we're orienting our torso towards the left. And the left arm goes up, and then we fold over. Breathing, really feel that beautiful stretch through the obliques. Keep pouring energy down that right leg, out the heel. Pull the toes back on the right foot. Closing the eyes, going inside. What is my truth? That's our self-inquiry question. Practicing Swadhyaya, self-inquiry. What is my bliss? Another breath. Opening up your consciousness, Chit, so that you're more open to understanding that, listening to that voice. Both hands frame the left knee, and then we're going to dolphin it down, bringing the chin towards the chest, and inhale, lift. Exhale, chin in towards the chest. Inhale it up. Continuing to repeat that phrase to yourself. Sat, Chit, Ananda. And that really is the truth. It's our truth will lead us towards our bliss. Our truth. Inhale. And exhale, last one. And then gently twisting it open. Right hand goes on the outside of the left knee, twisting to the left. stand wide-legged, seated, forward fold. So if you're like me, again, fingertips behind you, lifting the pelvis up, roll the pelvis forward, tilting the pelvic bowl forward, grab your blocks. Okay? However you want to orient them, and maybe you're like, I can do it like that, or I can do it like that, or I only need one. So listen to the body as you fold down and really stay connected to the lumbar spine. If your lumbar spine gets super rounded or crunchy, then grab your block, or just sit up if you don't have blocks. Just sit up and listen to the body. Heavy, if you do have blocks, heavy pressure on the third eye, just allowing the head to just totally melt down. Suspended on the block. Eyes are rolled up and in, Sambhava Mudra. Connecting with the third eye, our master chakra, our command center, our source of intuition. And we need our intuition, don't we, to understand Sat, Chit, Ananda. We need our intuition to understand our truth, to understand our bliss. Another breath. And gently walk it up. And come on to the back. Hugging the knees in. Rock it out. Come on down. Roll the feet on the ankles. Swim those knees around. And remembering always that I'm just making suggestions. So if you get onto your back and you're like, I really want to do whatever, go ahead and do it. You don't have to do exactly what I do. Hug the right knee into the chest if you're following along with me. And then twist it over. Part of that intuition where we stayed so long in the third eye is having more and more body awareness, allowing that intuition to really blossom somatically, blossom from the body, bringing the knee in towards the chest. And then lift that leg up overhead, straighten the leg, check in with the shoulders, check in with the neck, chin comes down towards the chest. Arms are relaxed, back body is relaxed. Roll the foot on the ankle, making circles, and then switch directions. And draw that leg in, breathing into the hamstrings. And then extend that leg long. Hands soft on the belly, palms face down. And breathe into that right leg. And if you're like me, my right leg feels warmer, feels kind of tingly. Just feel the length of the body melting down. Sat, Chit, Ananda. Another breath. And straighten out the spine if you got it all wonky. And then hug the left knee into the chest. Snuggle it in. And then go ahead and twist it open. Left knee drops to the right as you look to the left, wringing out the back body. Have that feel really good. And then bring the knee into the chest. And extend that leg up overhead. Scanning the body, shoulders are relaxed, chins down towards the heart space. Draw the leg in. Maybe holding on to the back of the thigh or holding on to the calf. The leg is straight. And keep on checking in with the neck. I always get so weird in the neck on this pose. I always have to, breath by breath, release the chin, relax the chin down. Another breath. And then roll the foot on the ankle, circles in one direction, bringing synovial fluid into the ankle, and then release, reverse the circles. One last snuggle, hold it in, and then drop the leg down. Straighten the spine out on the earth. And if you're a fan of Happy Baby, you can take Happy Baby now, bringing the elbows on the inside of the knees, feet flex, and then hold on to the outer edges of the feet. Do what you can to keep the tailbone down. If you're having a hard time holding on to the outer edges of the feet, you can make peace fingers and grab onto the big toes, if that's easier. Chin, again, down to the chest. Nice flat back arch. Draw the knees down. Feet are flexed. Try as best you can to keep the tailbone down. You're naturally going to want to roll up kind of like a pill bug. So try to keep your sacrum heavy. Breathing. Another breath. And release. Hug the knees in. Extend the legs long. And relax down into your Shavasana. And by all means, if there's one last pose that would make this practice feel complete, I invite you to do that now. And when you feel ready, melt down into the Shavasana that serves you best, whatever that looks like. Close the eyes, go inside. Listen to the body. What is your truth? Where is your bliss? Listen. Sat, Chit, Ananda. Settling into silence. So today's poem is by Dana, and it's titled Stardust. From a crowded firmament of constellations, a galaxy reaches out to stroke my cheek with a single spiral finger. One star speaks. Life is not a test. There is no key to find or door to open. Self-improvement is not the point. There is only awakening. And one day, you will all awaken to the rapture of the great lovemaking, when the heart of everything is revealed as you, when the myth of separation is burned to ash in the searing flame of truth. The heart of everything is revealed as you. That's what Sahasrara is all about. Our connection to the cosmos, to the universal, to the divine consciousness. Letting that wash through you, letting this be your truth. Sat, Chit, Ananda. Breathing into your bliss. Another breath. And then as you're ready, listening to the body, gently bringing movement back. Whatever that looks like, however the body is called to move. Let this be an intuitive awakening. And then as you're ready, rolling over onto the right side, cradling the heart. Wrapping the arms around yourself. Opening yourself to your bliss. Giving yourself permission to follow your bliss. Discover your truth. Another breath. And then gently pressing yourself up into an easy seat. Bringing the hands to the heart space. Nice big inhale as we om out.